I do not know shit about tennis, but this is going to be the breakdown, okay? I'm warning you right now, if you tuned in cuz you're a huge tennis fan and you think this stuff is real, I appreciate your view, but you may want to go elsewhere for Wimbledon news. But if you like channels that decode and break down trending stories and we don't get all caught up in the storyline and all of that, you want to see how something is more than likely just off of a script, then you came to the right place, okay? So it's Wimbledon. Giovanni, look at this name. I don't even know how to pronounce dude's name, so I'm not even prepared. We're going to go find out together, okay? Don't tell me you know how to pronounce it either. So look, we're going to I guess we're going to have to watch this damn YouTube video. So let's muscle through the ad. It looks like Giovanni Mpetshi Perricard. So let's see. These ads are just ridiculous. Okay, so I can skip the ad here in a couple of seconds. Let's listen in here.
Mpetshi Perricard. I'm gonna
Ooh, this is gonna be brutal. I don't know if you can hear this, but I can.
say Giovanni because his last name is very difficult to pronounce. But fact is that this guy came on the scene this year by winning the tournament in Lyon. And I watched him play, and right away, you notice this guy has an
His
unbelievable serve.
name,
He lost in the final round. Giovanni Mpetshi Perricard. I'm gonna
Giovanni Mpetshi Perricard. Okay, so that's the name. Okay, we're gonna watch this serve. Dude had, that's not him, by the way. This is dude right here. Here's dude right here. And who you saw right here, that's Taylor Fritz. Perricard hits a tournament record 153 miles per hour serve against Taylor Fritz. I guess we're going to look at that serve real quick. So I think this is the serve that they're talking about right here. All right, got to be careful with the footage. Let's look at the serve. So 153 miles per hour, I guess. How exciting, right?
Hey, Taylor Fritz.
All right, so that's the serve. Now we got to break down. It's not a coincidence that this was right before his birthday. Okay, it says Wimbledon's first round, and this was Monday. Look, June 30th, and his birthday's right around the corner. Okay, his birthday's July 8th. So I'm recording this on July 2nd. This may not drop to the 3rd. So if you're watching this on the 3rd, shout out to you. But yeah, dude is trending right before his birthday. It's not a coincidence. 5th seeded Taylor Fritz's match against this guy. This guy hits the 153 mile per hour serve in Wimbledon's first round. It says was suspended after 4 sets on Monday night in case they wouldn't be able to finish before the tournament's 11 p.m. curfew. Man, they got curfew? Jeez. But anyways, dude's trending right before his birthday. Notice that this match was on the 30th day of the 6th month. You could even add 30 plus 6 and you get 36, and tennis equals 36 in the language, okay? Dude's got some hops, apparently. That's his last name, Perricard. 151 in the reverse cipher. That's the 36th prime number. And again, tennis equals 36. Okay? And I mean, if somebody new is gonna come in here, look, 4 base ciphers. This is a thing. This isn't me just trying to, oh, I gotta think of something to make content. Like I'm a big tennis guru. Look, the language ABC 1 2 3, the alphabet in reverse, reduction applied both ways. This is already a thing. They got all of these other ciphers, but I don't use all of them. I prefer to stick with the English language. It doesn't mean that you can't have connections, but to me, the less the better. And we all understand, maybe not everybody tuning in does, but this is what I speak. So it's the language, okay? So that's the 4 base ciphers. So you see tennis has 36. This trending story on the 30th day of the 6th month, 30 plus 6 is 36. And again, the 36th prime number is 151. Dude's last name equals 151. Look how close that came to 153. That would have been I was about to say that would have been a slam dunk. That would have been a serve, wouldn't it have? And we just had this. This is like 2 breakdowns ago. I remember the Malik Beasley gambling drama going on. 151 hit in that breakdown. That was a 151-day span from Sunday to Malik Beasley's birthday, from start to end, 151 days. Gambling equals 151. Under investigation, someone told the Associated Press, made them familiar with the situation Sunday. But you see the 151 hit in that trending story, 151 hits in this trending story. What a coincidence. Not. Even tennis, again, I'm working with the 4 base ciphers. Tennis has 81 and 2 base ciphers right there. Forwards and reverse. June 30th, the 181st day of the year. You even get 81 date numerology. Look at the top. And you get 18 date numerology. So this is that very popular 55 that has been popping up for a solid 2 weeks now. I release 2 videos a day with breakdowns. And I got a whole list of the 55s here. So right in like the first sentence or two here, this says this is the dude with the 153-mile-an-hour serve, right? You saw it. He has a career high ATP singles ranking of world number 29 achieved on February 24th, 2025, and a doubles ranking of number 208. I have no idea what that means, but achieved on May 5th, 5-5. Even his opponent here, I don't even know who won the match, to be honest. His opponent, Taylor Fritz, he's rated 5th. David Parker, RIP to him. David Parker, 55. RIP to Anne Burrell, dies at age 55. TV chef who coached the worst cooks in America. Bumble equals 55. Right? Bumble. What is if I remember correctly, it was some layoffs. All of these companies laying off employees, right? Bumble equals 55. Nalissa Smith, a 5-week and 5-day span from her being traded to the Aces from the Dallas Wings to her next birthday. Trending, 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 trending. 5 week, 5 day span there. Nick Martinez, born on the 5th, Cincinnati Reds pitcher, a 5 week, 5 day span from his near no hitter, broken up in the ninth, to his birthday, August 5th, a 5 week, 5 day span as well. You know, Young Thug released from jail, his first performance at Summer Smash, this festival or whatever, 55 days before his birthday. Notice these August birthdays there too. Young Thug, August 16, Nick Martinez, August 5th, Nalissa Smith, August 8th. But the 55s over and over and over again. When's it going to stop? Okay, so back to dude with the 153-mile-an-hour serve. First, let's go see who won the match. And you can see this is a mess right here with all of these men's singles, men's doubles, women's doubles, and beyond. But here's the match in question right here. It looks like I don't even know how to read that. It looks like, oh yeah, they called it, didn't they, before curfew? Right? It says a final right there though. Who the hell won, dude? It looks like Fritz might have won, but I have no idea. I don't even know how to read that. Let's scroll down. All they care about was the serve. Faces Taylor Fritz in Wimbledon match. Taylor Fritz blames dude. Why did he blame dude? Okay, Fritz won, it looks like. Fritz, so it looks like Fritz, this guy wins. I think I have some stuff on him. But let's click over here. Why is he blaming dude? He won. So what's the problem? Blames opponent in curfew controversy. There was controversy. I don't think I can muscle through the ad. Yeah, not with the New York Post. No, I'm good on the New York Post. Let's just go back over here. So check this out. We have more not so coincidences here. Look at this. Dude's full name, Giovanni Mpetshi Perricard, 138. This is Wimbledon. Notice how Wimbledon equals 146. Those are Donald Trump numbers. Donald Trump equals 138, and his birthday is the 14th day of the 6th month, 146. You see that? Even this guy's opponent, Taylor, has got the T like Trump. But I don't think it's a coincidence, right? 138 and 46. This guy trending. Wimbledon. Donald Trump 138 with the 146 birthday. And let's go over here and let's just simply ask Google, explain what Wimbledon is. Google doesn't talk to me anymore. The name of the annual Grand Slam tennis tournament held at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club in Wimbledon, London. Wow, it sounds like a good time. Let's get back to these Donald Trump connections. And there is one. I'm wondering, the people tuning in. I think that we have people tuning in who are stealing this information from us on the other team. Like maybe affiliated with Google or affiliated with the powers to be. It's called YouTube. We got to share our videos. Not everybody knows this information. And if they do know this information, they may not be able to, it's a decoding channel I have here. They may not be able to see it like I see it. I think I have a gift. So I think we have not regular people tuning in And I think those are the subscribers that we get, right? Think about it. Think about how like we follow celebrities and all of that. Maybe celebrities like subscribe to us and they look at us like we're celebrities. Think about it like that. Isn't that interesting? How we would be split like that. You're not just going to walk by a celebrity, talk to them. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but these people aren't within our reach, you know? But anyways, I may be making a separate video on that. Wimbledon got done. You see that right there? Like Donald Trump. I was wondering if anybody caught that. So I don't think. Remember, this is with the language, okay? Wimbledon with that 146. Again, Trump's birthday. This guy with the 153-mile-an-hour serve, 138, like Donald Trump in the language. And what we just caught another Don over here, too. You see? London. You see that? London. And London in the language has 88 like Trump. Don't forget. Trump it does have some connections with that royal family. Okay? So let's go back over here. You know, I my goal would to be to pump out some 15, 16, 17-minute videos. It seems like lately they go 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes beyond. You know, again, I am a decode channel over here. Oh, I had London right there. So you see London right there. Wow, that dude's 6'8". The dude with the serve is 6'8". That's interesting because Donald J. Trump equals 68. So does Donald John Trump. Look at that. Donald J. Trump 68. Donald John Trump 68. And they're saying this dude is 6'8". He is. I didn't realize he was a goddamn giant. His birthday's the 7th month, 8th day. Almost that 6'8", right? Okay, so damn, dude is 6'8". I wonder if I got some sneaky 68s or 86s. But yeah, there's another on the fly Trump connection right there. Oh, his opponent pulls off the victory. Taylor Harry Fritz. Harris. You know, if you get Donald Trump with the connections, you're going to get Kamala. You see that? That's the dude who beats our serve master here. This dude picks up the victory. And he's blaming other dude for the near curfew. Come on, man. But look at that. Taylor Harry Fritz like Kamala Harris. And just some, quick little connections here to cap this one off. I don't know if that's the dude's middle name. I'm guessing maybe it's his middle name combined with his last name, which I don't necessarily approve of doing that. I think at the time I was thinking it may have been like a combination of two last names. But I think usually they have like a little hyphen. But anyways, I'll just go ahead and leave it in there. Mpetshi Perricard 97, Wimbledon 97. 97's the 25th prime. Mpetshi Perricard equals 250 in reverse, which is like 25. Trump equals 25. We're in the year 25. His last name also equals 92, I guess. Don't forget, Trump equals 29 and 25. Don't forget that. Trump's got that 29, which is 92 reversed. I just don't have it in there. Okay, so that's my tennis breakdown. It doesn't matter how many tennis breakdowns I cover. I don't know. Maybe you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I mean, maybe I pick up a few things along the way. I don't know. But this is where I just scanned the article. So it said they resumed and Harry Fritz picked up the win, I guess. And today, as I record this, it is Wednesday. So I guess they resumed yesterday. Okay, dude, 6'8". Wow. And then looks like just a bunch of filler in here. And he's 6'8", so I am, other than that Trump connection, I am going to see if there's another 68, 86. I wonder why dude's mad. I mean, you picked up the victory. I mean, big deal. It got delayed a little bit, right? Okay, Fritz is 27. Perricard. Wow, that dude is 21 years old and he's 6'8". Look, he's a Frenchman. Don't forget France has 115. France has 115. That was the selection date, November 5th. Trump got selected. There's that 29 with France and 47. Trump equals 29 and 47. See that right there? Trump with the French connection. And again, we have all of this nonsense over here. So it looks like Wimbledon continues. Man, can get rid of some of these matches. We don't need all that stuff. That's just my opinion, okay? So I kind of, like I said, don't be scared of a tennis breakdown. Once you learn how the calculator works, you can work with the birthdays. Let me fix that real quick. See that? You can put decodes together. And if there was any regular people out there and you wanted to know how to do this, hit me up. Know what I'm saying? Wow. Okay, look. Dude who picked up the victory, Taylor Fritz, his birthday October 28th, the 301st day of the year. Donald equals 31. Donald equals 31 in the code. Wow, I just got another Trump connection. So the 6'8" Frenchman with the 153-mile-an-hour serve, Perricard, his birthday, July 8th, leaves 176 days in the year. Donald John Trump equals 176. Or it's Donald J. Trump? Donald J. Trump 176. How did I almost miss that? Look at that. There's another Trump connection right there. Simply amazing. Okay? So again, and I appreciate no matter who you are, I see my subscriber count is jumping. They're letting the subscriber count jump, but I'm not seeing it with the views. It's weird. I don't trust this whole system one bit. Taylor's got 91 like Giovanni, so both these guys, both of their first names got 91. I'm noticing right here on the fly right there. Bam. See that right there? Cool, huh? So massive Donald Trump connections. You get Harris like Harry. Political connection again with Kamala. Wimbledon, London. All the 55s. All the 55s trending. I got all of them. Again, this is a breakdown decode channel right here. Right before dude's birthday. Let's look at that serve one more time. He doesn't look 6'8" right there, huh? So I guess that was it. I guess that's what it looks like. So yay, how exciting! And I don't know if you saw that. You may not have saw that. I don't know. I don't think you saw that. Let's look again. Hopefully you saw all the rest of that. I don't know. Hopefully you saw all the rest of that. Here's the serve. Ugh. That's the serve right there. Again, I hope you saw all of that. Shout out to y'all. Wimbledon. Giovanni Mpetshi Perricard hits tournament record 153 mile per hour serve against Taylor Fritz. I didn't catch anything with the 153. Somebody let me know if they see anything. Shout out to y'all. Until next time.